talking about it. Yes.
All right. So it's fine. It's okay. Uh, oh, Julius is saying she did maths in the olden days. Now maths will always follow you. People.
Yeah, there's Maths version 2 now.
Yeah, maths will always follow you. So if you have got maths in the state module, then you should be fine. Um, so we want to, this just a probability. It's not gonna be that deep maths. You cover maths in detail when you are doing when you are dealing with the statistics module. So here we just want to talk about mm, we want to talk about some probability, probability. When we were in high school was one of the trickiest topic, probability. One of the trickiest topics in high school. But we will try and just present example one or two methods that we can use to calculate probability. So I'm gonna look for the lecture notes. So if you look at in the slides, there is a slide document that is saved as a probability. Yeah, there's a slide document that is saved as probability. Right, may I share my screen? May you kindly confirm if you are seeing my screen?
Yes.
It's probability, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. Kindly note that I'll be recording the conversation. Oh, it's actually recording already. Okay, it's actually recording already. So what is your understanding of probability? What is your understanding of probability?
Likelihood of an event occurring.
Okay, the likelihood of an event occurring. The likelihood of an event occurring. You know, these days, here probability in the DNA test. The probability of you being a father of the child is 0% after you have taken care of the child for 20 years. That's why we hear this word being used too much. The probability of you being the father is 0. Yeah, some people will not see heaven. Okay. Right. So probability is the what you said is the what? Can you please mute yourself? Oh, there's someone who is unmuted there. The person who defined for us probability, what did they say? Probability
The
is what?
likelihood of an event occurring.
The likelihood of an event occurring. Hmm? Thank you, Blessmo. The likelihood of an event occurring. That's probability, right? That's probability. Likelihood of an event occurring. Okay. So, in other words, by definition here, we say the probability of an event represents the frequency or chance that the event will happen, right? Probability represents the chance, the frequency that an event will happen. So it's the likeliness of an event happening. So for notation, if A is an event, so A here in our formula represents an event in the probability of occurrence of an event, right? So A is the event, which is PA. So when you are representing probability, you are saying PA is the probability of the occurrence of the event. So when we are defining probability, this is the general formula of finding probability, right? This is the general formula of finding probability. It's the probability of A is number of ways A can occur, right? Then over the sample size. So this formula must stick in your head.
Sir, are you presenting from the other laptop or what?
Yeah, your slides are not.
We are lost.
The slides are not moving.
No,
Just
just stand still.
slide.
Mm.
All right. Sorry, man. Sorry. So I think you see there was another document which was opened. So myself, I'm opening the original document. So that's what caused the confusion. But let me share the actual document. Right. Thank you very much. So this brings me, before I go any further, there is an email that was written, that was shared by Afeni. Did you see it? Concerning your exam. Before I forget. Before I forget about
When was
that.
it sent?
Is it 2 days ago or 1 day ago? Let me just check the email from Afeni. Was it on email or on what? Was it on email or in Teams? I can't remember. But I saw something that came from here. Did you see something on your Teams channel?
There was an email about the venue that I got that describes the venue where I will write the exam. I'm not sure if that's the one you're referring to.
There's an email that's talking about the venue. Then there's an email, there is something that is talking about where you are going to write the exam. Say those who are not able to write at the venue, they can write it at I don't know, something to do with the platform.
I think I remember. It was talking more on the success of like implementing the new platform, the online platform.
Okay, what were they saying?
Let me check on my Outlook.
Hi, Doc. While someone is checking, I didn't receive the email. Maybe I missed it, but I got a call from today from someone from Varsity College, and they mentioned that exams will be written online. This is actually something that I wanted to ask from you, if that's the case. She
But did they
mentioned
say-
that both exams will be
Sorry?
written online,
They
not
say the
on
exams.
campus.
Yes, the communication is talking about that.
I didn't get the communication though. I did request from
Okay.
the person to send out an open communication so that we can have something written down.
Yes. Did you get the communication? Those who have
Yes,
received it.
yes. It say so. The subject is online assessment platform semester 2. Dear student, following the successful large-scale rollout of the online assessment platform in semester 1 of 2025, we are pleased to announce its expansion to additional modules in semester 2 of 2025. Please refer to the attached for more information and an annexure of the selected semester 2 modules that will be conducted as online assessment. Was it the one?
Yes, that's the one. So what does this mean? Does it mean that everyone is going to write online, or is it the letter? Do you have the letter? Could you please share with me the letter? Because I saw that communication, but then a lot of
Okay.
emails came through. Could you
I'll
please
try
share
to
that
share via
communication
file
so
via.
that
Let me just drop it to my phone, then send it to the
Doctor,
group.
yes,
I'm looking at the document. It says summative assessments only. So
summative only?
yeah, so we do fall under it for data science.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me just
So
quickly.
which means you are going to write online.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So it's clear. So is the document? Hey, please share with me the document so that I can
I'm
interpret
sending
it.
on the group.
Yeah, so that I can interpret to make sure that I understand what's going on in the while we are on the same page.
But where is data science included? Let's see.
Hi, Doc. Data science is not included on this
It is
document.
actually.
It is.
It is
Oh,
data
wait,
science
data
and
science.
data
Okay, wait. I looked at
and
the wrong
data
code.
analytics. Data
Okay.
science and data analytics are included. It says module selection
There
for
we go. Okay, it's under
invigilated
P.
on.
I
Yeah.
looked at the end. I was like, yeah, there's no P. I was looking for P there. Okay.
I
Put
don't
it
know.
in the chat.
I've sent it on the group chat.
I mean, the Teams chat. Sorry, I put it on the Teams chat.
Oh. Okay, maybe Doc will have like two options if you want to write on campus or online. I don't know.
And no, that lady said there's no option. I did
Well,
ask.
it's a win for me then.
Okay, so you choose what you want.
No. She said no, you don't.
Is everyone online?
That's what she said, yes. Which is why I requested the communication.
All right. So it's online. So we need to acquire. So remember, this will be. Please read carefully through through the letter. You make sure that you don't find yourself wondering. It's always good. I think if you don't have you stay in areas where the electricity is not good, electricity switch is off. Just go to a campus. You just enter in a library at one of the campus nearby you. You write your exam peacefully. That's my advice to you. Or if your workplace, your workplace is fine. You have got proper electricity and internet. You write it there. Juliet,
I say, I just want to ask, so what about those who don't have like their laptops, the laptops don't have cameras? What's gonna happen? Because if you
yeah.
write online, you need to have a laptop that is having camera so that they can monitor you remotely.
So what it means is you then need to invest in buying
Eish.
what we call
Or
a
buying a
webcam.
camera. My laptop
I
doesn't have a
know.
camera, but I have an external one. I use a USB to connect.
But they
Yeah.
said they were supposed to say we must choose, not to decide for us, because anything can go wrong. Mm.
Juliet, you are now becoming a politician.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yes, yes, I know you are saying. What you are saying is actually, that's why I'm saying, Juliet, you are becoming a politician. So just make a plan. That's the best. Or you can talk to a penny, write an email to a friend to say, look, myself, I'm not that kind of a person who want to write it on through typing, or I don't have the capacity to write an online exam. Can I be allowed to actually go and write at my campus, at the campus nearby you?
Someone's hand is up. KS.
Yeah. Skosan.
Oh, Doc, I just wanted to ask, right, in terms of like the time, like will it be a thing of you once you start you can do the assignment like the exam at any time during the day?
No, it's not like that. It's 9 o'clock for everyone. You start at 9, you are invigilated, you are proctored. It's online proctoring. There will be an invigilator who will be monitoring you.
But they are
It's like
taking chance with this one, honestly speaking. When we write, especially for like institutions like Microsoft or maybe or IBM, you go and write an exam there. They make sure
any
that you are in
testing
a room that is it's no up and downs there, like
It's
cameras
the
everywhere.
same. It's the same. It's the same. You know, during COVID, I wrote an AWS exam. Remember, they were doing that during COVID. Right? So they actually ask you to say, make sure that you are in a room where no one is moving.
Mm.
And
But you can't. You see, students are very wise, say very wise. I'm just joking.
okay, Kosala, you will still have a question. So everyone on this one.
Not necessarily. I just
Okay.
my question was that let's say maybe you are going on a business trip, right, or something. Can I then say to the institution that well, I was not sick, but my line of work did not allow me to be available on that day? Can I be granted to write?
You see, those things, they are a problem. My advice to you, to avoid the stress, let me give you few advice so that you don't stress yourself. When the exam timetable is out, just make sure that you don't have anything on that day, unless if it's an emergency. Just take a day off so that you see this thing of explaining to people, then your future is lingering on someone making the decision for you. It's not good. You just stress yourself. You just disturb yourself to have a nice holiday. So my advice to you, when the timetable is out, just book it out. Make sure that you are there to write the exam. Then you know you are sorted. Because the thing of excuses, you are asked to write this document, bring that. It's too much stress on you. It's not worth it. That's my answer. I don't know. And unless if it's an emergency, if it's an emergency, then yeah, it's fine. I'm just giving you my 2 cents. I'm not saying that's what you have to, but I'm just giving you my 2 cents because I've seen students writing emails up and down, trying to explain and frustrated.
No,
Too much.
I hear you, right, but sometimes maybe the business requires you to travel. Just like myself, there's a possibility that in November when the exam starts, I'm not in the country. So it's one of those things that maybe I don't have control over. Yes.
Yeah. So you see, it's your case is it's a different situation where it's something that you don't have control over. It's work that is forcing you. You have to. My advice to you would be maybe since now you are being granted the opportunity to write online in your line of work. If you are not in the country, you make sure that the the time zones you just spare. What you can do then, you can be given to write it as a sub during the sub period, as what do you call, as a first attempt. So what you just need to do is to give all the supporting documents so that you are given that opportunity to write sub. But my experience as an examiner, sub exams are always difficult than the first one. That's my experience. Because you know what? Sub exam, I'm giving you tips because I'm an examiner. I set a lot of exams. You know why? Because the sub, you are just required to just get 50%, then it's fine. So the sub exam is always a bit tricky and hard. So avoid to write that paper by all means if you can. But if you can't, then that's it. You just have to take it. But my advice is, if you have got, try by all means to avoid it to write a sub. That sub paper is always, examiners, they always make it a bit harder than the initial one. But if you problems is beyond your control, you just take it and write it. No problem. You always pass. But this is just some of the advice that I'm just giving you so that you can make your decisions well informed. Hi, Thomas.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm very pleasant. So, is there any exception? So, if I'm writing at home and my 2-year daughter passes by, will they say I'm cheating?
Thomas, why do you want your daughter to pass by? It's a problem. It's a
No,
problem.
because she doesn't go to class, so she's always home. And if I'm home, she wants to play. So
Yeah, it's a challenge, those ones. You see, they always say in the exam, you don't need anyone to move or anything to happen around you, any movement, right? They see it as the cheating.
okay,
You so that's the problem. So you see, that's why I'd say that it's wiser for you to just go to a campus or to a place where you know that there won't be any disturbances.
okay, thank you.
Juliet, you're a politician.
Yeah,
Uh,
Juliet is a politician of this thing. Huh? What?
that's not that.
Oh, we're not allowed to use bathrooms during that time.
But that's true. We are putting things on the table here. So
But can I speak from my experience? Because I have taken exams online when I was still studying at UJ. Like,
Yes.
it's not as difficult or challenging as you guys think it is. It's just simple. As long as you have good network, like you offer, and you're just not like anxious. But with Blackboard, we never had invigilators sitting and facing us when writing. You just turn on your camera and you even get to a point where you forget that you are actually being invigilated. And if you need to go to the bathroom, you go to the bathroom. It's not gonna do anything to you. That's how we did it. We're using the platform called Blackboard. I don't know what VC is using.
but someone can go to the bathroom and go copy there. So
That's on you. Like honestly, that is on you. I mean, with obviously with AI, there's always gonna be ways to cheat the system. I mean, some things you can't control. If for now you feel like you are strong enough to write the answers there at the toilets and whatever, then it's on you.
Yeah, but you can't suffer again at the end of the day. The main goal is to pass.
Yeah. That's the challenge about like this online thing. But it works in our favor at some points, but yeah.
But you see the problem that you have, guys. This thing of saying I want to go to the bathroom to go and do that, the challenge is you have time. It's timed. You timed an exam. It's a timed exam. So when it's a timed exam, you don't even have time to do what you're saying. Anyway, is there anyone who still want clarity?
Or is it gonna be multiple choice or what?
It's not multiple choice, Juliet. It's not multiple
Oh,
choice.
Jesus
We'll
Christ,
show you
okay.
a past paper. We'll show you a past paper, don't worry.
So we're gonna type on the exam.
Yes, it's typing. That's
Exact-
why I'm saying you won't have that time even to go to the
Oh.
bathroom. You won't even think about it.
Mm-mm.
Because you have 100 marks, 2 hours. So yeah, you go. It's not even 100 marks, 2 hours. Yeah, it'll be 100 marks, 2 hours. Yeah. So
Oh no, I just so sorry to disturb. I just read another. It says if maybe someone does not have a laptop or anything, they are more than welcome to write at their selected exam center.
Yeah, that's nice.
So it's a win-win for everyone in the class then.
Mhm.
mm,
So since now we're going to be writing from home, does the difficulty of the exam increase or stay the same?
the what?
Since we're now writing this from the from our place of sleeping, né? Does the difficulty of the exam stay the same? Does it increase?
I was going to be the examiner. I make sure that it's a bit deeper. Because yeah, I'm not the examiner. So. But just be ready. It won't be that difficult. Just be ready for it. So you see those who have got the experience from UNIS. Chauke, you have a question before I move on to my what we call my probability. So you are sorted.
No.
Everyone is sorted. Be ready to write an
Yes.
exam online. But you know that you don't have all the time in the world to go to the bathroom. You come back, you sit. You want the pressure will be too much on you. Right. So we're talking about probability. We're saying we can define the actual probability of an event A as follows. So you've got P, which is representing probability. You're saying probability of A is the number of ways A can occur over the size of the sample space. So here A is the event in question. Think of an entire universe when you are thinking about this. You think of an entire, yes?
Oh, sorry, I was sneezing. Sorry. Oh.
Okay. Right? Think of an entire universe of the events where anything is possible, right? So you can represent that as a circle. So you can think of a single event, A, for example, COVID, right? Think of the COVID events. It just started at a small town in China. At a small town in China, as being a smaller circle within the larger universe, is shown in the following diagram. So you see here, you are saying by then maybe there were actual people waiting about it. What is the probability of this disease spreading throughout the whole universe? Right. So you have got A, which is the event, right? Then uh, then you have got the universe. So that's what we are saying. We are saying that here A is the event in question. So in this example that I have given you, this is COVID, right? The event, COVID event. You have the whole universe. So people were asking themselves or doing some mathematical models to ask to say, what is the probability of this thing going to spread throughout the whole world, right? So let's now assume that our universe involves a research study on humans. And the event A is the people, is people in the study who have cancer, right? So if our study has got 100 people, right, in the whole world, you are saying you've got 100 people, and A, which is the event, right, has 25 people. The probability of A or PA is 25 out of 100, right? Are we together? Both we're just dividing, you are just dividing to say the number of ways A-OK. So you're saying you have got 25 people out of 100 people in the whole world, or maybe out of 1 million. So what is the probability of people getting the whole world getting cancer? So you're saying the number of people who have cancer versus the number of the sample size that we are dealing with. Then you have got 25 out of 100. And one thing to note that the probability of the maximum probability of any event is 1, right? Usually its probability is below 1. Probability is below 1. This can be understood as the red circle grows so large that it is the size of the universe. So it won't grow bigger than this circle. So we are saying it won't grow bigger than the universe. So that's 1. So if A grows to fill the whole circle, so the probability is 1. If it's not, it doesn't grow through the circle, you are saying A divided by the number of sample space. That's the general probability example. So there are different probabilities that are there. So in this case, we are going to use to look at the Bayesian versus the frequent, the Bayesian versus the frequentist approach, the Bayesian approach to probability versus the frequentist approach. So you are saying the Bayesian, in Bayesian statistics, probability is viewed as a measure of belief or certainty about an event. So Bayesian approach, the Bayesian approach says that probability is subjective, right? So it can change based on availability of new information, right? So you are saying this theorem is central and also it updates its beliefs or initial probability using new data, right? So in other words, this is also called updated probability. So you are saying as new data comes in, the probability can be updated. So it's subjective based on the data that is available, right? So the Bayesian methods incorporate prior knowledge or experience into the analysis along with observed data, which make this method or this probabilistic method a dynamic method. It makes it a dynamic method. It makes it a dynamic method of probability. Then the frequentist. So so for example, if you are calculating the probability of rain tomorrow, you start with the historical data, right? That you to say we are in October, right? Or we are in September. What historical data that you have? What is the probability of it raining tomorrow? You're using historical data to say, does it usually rain in Joburg? What is the previous data saying about the rainfall patterns in Joburg? So you use that, right? You can adjust, or then after you got that data, you can then, okay, you got you got the data that is not gonna rain based on previous data. But the current data is showing that current weather prediction is showing that the weather is changed. Tomorrow, the chances, you can see that the chances of it raining are very high. So you then update the probability, right? So you then update your belief about tomorrow's weather. So you're using historical data, then you can also adjust based on the current data that we have. So it allows for more flexible interpretation of probability. That's an advantage. Naturally handles uncertainty and updates as new information comes in. What are the disadvantages? So you're saying the choice of period or posterior data can be subjective, leading to varying results. So this is the disadvantage of the Bayesian approach to probability. Then you have got the frequentist. So this one now is saying that is the long-term frequency in an event occurring in repeated identical experiments. So you're looking at experiments that would have been done. You're looking into say how frequent is this happened based on the experiment that we have been carried. Right? It's objective and does not change with the new information. So Even if new information comes in, it does not change, right? So the focus is on using data to draw conclusions through hypothesis testing, confidence intervals, point estimates with the need, without any need for superior knowledge. So this one rely on observed data from the experiment or sample. It does not use any period beliefs or information. So even if you have got period beliefs, this one does not use it. Does not use it. Okay, right? So, for example, in the context of a coin toss, the probability of a head is calculated based on long-term frequency of heads in main tosses without considering period assumptions about the coin. So you are saying it's calculated through experimentation. It uses past to predict the future of an event. So this is the basic formula for the frequent list approach. The frequent list approach. This is the basic formula for the frequency approach. So we are going to do an example, right? So the relevant frequency is often of an event is how often an event occurs divided by the total number of observations. So this is the formula that you can use for the frequency. Right. So these are the advantages which you can actually look at. So we want to look into an example, right? We want to look at an example. So we are gonna use our example is based on this formula. So the example is based on this formula. So we want to look at an example. Consider a group of 12 randomly selected people, where 7 of them support Arsenal. I believe there are people here who support Arsenal like me, right? Then you have got 3 who support Chelsea. Then you have got 2 who support Liverpool. I intentionally left Manchester City and Manchester United. Sorry for those who support those teams from Manchester. They were not part of the probability. So we want to calculate the probability that if you randomly choose 2 people, they support us. All right. We want to calculate the probability that if you randomly choose 2 people, they support us now. So we are saying to calculate the probability that if you randomly choose 2 people, both of them support us now, we can use the concept of combination to determine the total number of ways to choose 2 people and the number of favorable outcomes where both support us now. So this is the method that we are going to use. Right. So there are steps that you follow. Number 1, you use the total, step 1, the total number of ways to choose 2 people from 12. So number 1, you want to say, we want to calculate the ways that we can choose 2 people from 12, right? So we want to calculate the number of combinations that are there. So the total number of ways to choose 2 people from a group of 12 can be calculated using combinations. These combinations are denoted as NK, right? So what does N represent, right? N is representing the number of ways to choose, right? K objects from N objects, right? So N is representing the number of the total objects. Then K is representing what do we call is representing the K objects that you want to choose. So you look at to say you have got 2 objects that you want to choose. So you are going to use this formula. You have got 12, 2, which then denoted to say you are going to say the 12, right? Because you've chosen 12, then the next iteration that you're going to do, because you only have 2, you're going to say then 12 minus 1, right? Because 1, you know that you have already chosen 1. Then you divide it by 2 multiplied by 1, because you have already chosen the other one already. So our formula is going to be 12. We are just looking at the number of ways that you can choose from 12 people, with the number of ways that you can choose 2 people from 12 people. So you're saying 12 multiplied by 11 divided by 2 multiplied by 1. If it was 3 here, you were going to say 12 multiplied by 11, right? Divided, multiplied by 10, divided by 2 multiplied by 1, multiplied by 2. This was going to be 3, right? This was going to be 3, right? So it was going to be say 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, right? It's 12 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 10 if they were 3, right? I just want you to see the sequence, right? If they were 3, but here we have got 2, right? So we are just going to say 12 multiplied by 11 divided by 12 multiplied by 1, which is 66. These are the number of ways to choose for 2 people from 12. Then the step 2. So don't worry, I'm gonna show you an easier method of doing this. I just want you to see how you calculate probability. So there's a pretty easy method to actually calculate probability. Okay, so then the number of favorable outcomes for choosing 2 Arsenal supporters, because we have said we have got 7 Arsenal supporters. So, but we want to choose 2. So we are going to do the same. We're going to apply the same formula, the NK formula, right? Like what we did there. So you are going to say 7 and 2. So our N is 7, our K is 2. So you then move on to say it's 7 multiplied by 6 divided by 2 multiplied by 1, you get 21. You get 21. Then you take this 21 and this 66. You go back to our formula. This formula now. This formula. Now you are now calculating the probability now. You use this formula, which is the number of ways A can occur, right? We have chosen the number of ways we can choose Arsenal supporters, right? The 7 and 2, right? That's the number of ways A can occur versus the total sample space, which is the 12 and 2, right? So you then come here, right? You come here, you then calculate your sorry, it's here. You are now calculating the probability. So now the probability of randomly selecting 2 people who both support us now is the ratio of the number of favorable outcomes to the total number of outcomes. So these are the favorable outcomes. You're saying is 7 and 2, 12 and 2, which is 21 divided by 66. If you reduce it, it's going to be 7 divided by 22. So if you calculate that, if you calculate that, you can see the probability. You can see the probability. So can someone do the calculation so that we can see the probability? Do I still have people here? Hello? Juliet?
I say we are still digesting it.
The level of quietness is too much. Why are you so quiet? Bless more.
Yeah, where are you?
Huh? What is the answer? Shannon, what is the answer?
32%.
It's what?
0.31 with 32%, I think.
Why are you why are you rounding it off?
I have 31.8%.
Yes. It's 0.318. Because the moment you say it now, you convert it to 32, you are increasing. My friend. by increasing the chance. Okay.
You have to round it off
So much.
eventually. May as well make it clean.
But you see this one is 0.318. If you then want to round it off, it's just 0.318. Too much. Okay. So let's now look at so you use the same methodology, but then here it's actually easy. It's actually easy. You can use decision trees, right? So you draw your decision tree. You have got your start. So you have got the question said it's 7. They support Arsenal. 3. They support what do we call? They support Chelsea. 2. They support Liverpool, right? So you want to choose the probability of choosing 2, right? Remember, we are saying 2 is the one that we are choosing. We use the same thing. We are going to say 7, right? The next step in our tree, you're just going to say, because we are selecting 2 only, you just say, gonna say 7 minus 1. You get to the next step, right? Because 7 is already there. Then you go 1 step to make them 2. It's a 6. Then this one, 12. So if you're gonna say 6 out of 11, calculate again. 6 out of 11. What is the answer? Hello?
0.545.
0,
0.545.
no, it's supposed to be the same. It's supposed to give us the same answer. How is it giving us a different answer? It's supposed to give us the same answer. Calculate. It's 6 divided by 11. Let me
But
check
prof, aren't you
why.
supposed to multiply them? The 7 over 12 times 6.11.
Yes,
6 comma 11.
yes,
That gives you
yes,
the...
yes, yes. We use the same thing here. Thank you for that. It's 7 over 12 multiplied by 6 divided by 11. 7 divided by 12 multiplied by 6 divided by 11. Yeah, it gives us the same probability. So the honors will be on you to choose which method do you want to use when you're calculating. So there are different methods, there are different probabilities that are there, different ways of calculating probability. You see, we have used this method in that method, but they are different. The bottom line is, are you getting the answer to the answer? So this decision tree, you just do this, then you multiply the 2, then it's done. So that's basically the probability that I just wanted to show you. But then you can go on and use other methods to calculate your probabilities. I believe the next assignment has got a probability question. Did you see it, or you haven't opened it yet?
Not yet.
Hello? You saw it, right?
Yeah, that's it's the first question.
It's just a simple probability that Shannon, you haven't opened the
No, Doc.
you haven't opened it, right?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. So that's it. So if there are no questions, if there are, you have got another one that is that you are fighting. If there are no questions, then we are good to go. We see each other. We talk to each other next week. If you've got any issues, just pop up. I believe you have got my number, so there is not any problem. You just pop up, then we take it from
Then how's the marking, sir?
there. Hello?
I'm asking how is the first assessment, the marking?
What did I say? Who is